Proverbs chapter 13 in the King James Version, followed by the Amplified Bible. A wise son heareth his father's instruction, but a scorner heareth not rebuke. A man shall eat good by the fruit of his mouth, but the soul of the transgressors shall eat violence. He that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life, but he that openeth wide his lips shall have destruction. The soul of the sluggard desireth and hath nothing, but the soul of the diligent shall be made fat. Righteous man hateth lying, but a wicked man is loathsome, and cometh to shame. Righteousness keepeth him that is upright in the way, but wickedness overthroweth the sinner. There is that maketh himself rich, yet hath nothing. There is that maketh himself poor, yet hath great riches. The ransom of a man's life are his riches, but the poor heareth not rebuke. The light of the righteous rejoiceth, but the lamp of the wicked shall be put out. Only by pride cometh contention, but with the well-advised is wisdom. Wealth gotten by vanity shall be diminished, but he that gathereth by labor shall increase. Hope deferred maketh the heart sick, but when the desire cometh, it is a tree of life. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. The law of the wise is a fountain of life, to depart from the snares of death. Good understanding giveth favor, but the way of transgressors is hard. Every prudent man dealeth with knowledge, but a fool layeth open his folly. A wicked messenger falleth into mischief, but a faithful ambassador is health. Poverty and shame shall be to him that refuseth instruction, but he that regardeth reproof shall be honored. The desire accomplished is sweet to the soul, but it is abomination to fools to depart from evil. He that walketh with the wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed. Evil pursueth sinners, but to the righteous good shall be repaid. A good man leaveth an inheritance to his children's children, and the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just. Much food is in the tillage of the poor, but there is that is destroyed for want of judgment. He that spareth his rod hateth his son, but he that loveth him chasteneth him betimes. The righteous eateth to the satisfying of his soul, but the belly of the wicked shall want. A wise son heeds and accepts, and is the result of his father's discipline and instruction. But a scoffer does not listen to reprimand and does not learn from his errors. From the fruit of his mouth a wise man enjoys good, but the desire of the treacherous is for violence. The one who guards his mouth, thinking before he speaks, protects his life. The one who opens his lips wide and chatters without thinking comes to ruin. The soul appetite of the lazy person craves and gets nothing, for lethargy overcomes ambition. But the sole appetite of the diligent who walks willingly, is rich and abundantly supplied. A righteous man hates lies, but a wicked man is loathsome and he acts shamefully. Righteousness, being in right standing with God, guards the one whose way is blameless. But wickedness undermines and overthrows the sinner. There is one who pretends to be rich, yet has nothing at all. Another pretends to be poor, yet has great wealth. The ransom for a man's life is his wealth, but the poor man does not even have to listen to a rebuke or threats from the envious. The light of the righteous within him grows brighter and rejoices, but the lamp of the wicked is a temporary light and goes out. Through pride and presumption come nothing but strife, but skillful and godly wisdom is with those who welcome well-advised counsel. Wealth obtained by fraud dwindles, but he who gathers gradually by honest labor will increase his riches. Hope deferred makes the heart sick, but when desire is fulfilled, it is a tree of life. Whoever despises the word and counsel of God brings destruction upon himself, but he who reverently fears and respects the commandment of God will be rewarded. The teaching of the wise is a fountain and source of life, so that one may avoid the snares of death. Good understanding wins favor from others, but the way of the unfaithful is hard, like barren, dry soil. Every prudent and self-disciplined man acts with knowledge, but a close-minded fool who refuses to learn displays his foolishness for all to see. A wicked messenger falls into hardship, but a faithful ambassador brings healing. Poverty and shame will come to him who refuses instruction and discipline, but he who accepts and learns from reproof or censure is honored. Desire realized is sweet to the soul, but it is detestable to fools that turn away from evil, which they have planned. He who walks as a companion with the wise men will be wise, but the companions of conceited, dull-witted fools are fools themselves and will experience harm. Adversity pursues sinners, but the consistently upright will be rewarded with prosperity. A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children, and the wealth of the sinner is stored up for the hands of the righteous. Abundant food is in the fallow, uncultivated ground of the poor, but without protection it is swept away by injustice. He who withholds the rod of discipline hates his son, but he who loves him disciplines and trains him diligently and appropriately with wisdom and love. The consistently righteous has enough to satisfy his appetite, but the stomach of the wicked is in need of bread.